board with bricks.
Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll be talking about some projects I have underway, and I'll be unpackaging a series of purchases. In-store Build-a-minifigure and Pick a Brick on Lego.ca. Warhammer The Old World came out over a month ago, and you couldn't tell by navigating Warhammer's site. Sadly, I sold my armies and books a while back, and looking at the cost of this range, I'm not sure I want to get back into this hobby. I already have two other expensive hobbies. I do enjoy the lore and game mechanics, so I'm thinking, what if I brought Warhammer Fantasy and my other favorite game concepts into Lego Castle theme? The recipe for my project? 1 part Warhammer Fantasy, a base of World of Warcraft,
Wow!
a pinch of Mordheim City of the Damned, a healthy scoop of Zombicide, a dash of Dungeons & Dragons, and 3 parts of Baldur's Gate. And no, I think we're all good, Dark Alliance. I'll be blending them all together to make Brickhammer, City of the Corrupted. Minifigures I'm assembling will serve as units for armies, warbands, survivors, and characters for role-playing and board games. I'm starting first by assembling 3,000-point armies for a few factions that I owned in Warhammer Fantasy, such as the Dogs of War, High Elves, Wood Elves, Dark Elves, Orcs and Goblins, Empire, Bretonnian, and Chaos. While I didn't own Vampire Counts originally, I will be building that army out as I have a solid contingent of the Series 25 Vampire Knight. I will be merging both High Elves and Wood Elves as I'm feeling enthusiastically lazy and cheap. I'll then use the pieces of the armies to build out some Mordheim warbands. If you've been following my Instagram, I've been proof of concepting units from Sisters of Sigmar and Pit Fighters. From there, I'll use elements of the warbands to create a full set of Zombicide tiles for board gaming fun. Some figures that I'll be producing will be solely for mock and world building. I've waited quite some time to unpackage these items, so let's get started. Most of the Black Falcons in these Build-a-minifigure packs don't have any legs, as they were quite popular at the time and can be used for a lot of different character builds. Thankfully, the LEGO store staff allowed me to package 2 torsos per blister. My nieces helped at the store and apparently packaged some wizards with pretzels and clowns. So I guess that's a thing. As much as I do like the light bluish gray helmets, I will be replacing with the black version. Not all the Black Falcons you see here will be used for Brickhammer army building. I'll be using a lot of these for my medieval city as guards. I also picked up a few packs of the Lion Knight torsos and the red and blue legs to create a regiment for a different Brickhammer army. From Lego's Pick a Brick, I purchased the Black Helms. In another package from Pick a Brick, we have an assortment of minifigure pieces and accessories. Black Falcons and the Lion Knights will represent the Warhammer Bretonnian and Empire armies, though at time of filming I'm not sure which Lego Castle faction will represent which Warhammer army. Let's get these all organized so we can see what we have. Additional items include mini crash helmets and shoulder pads. I'll remove a few items from this mound of pieces which will be used in the army but are not relevant right now. I'm slowly creating the 3,000 point armies right now, so once I have those established, I need to focus on acquiring all the different pieces to build them. This envelope contains the capes, and wow, I did not expect this. I was expecting just the cloak. That would explain the higher cost. The addition of the flags means I can use them for unit or army standard bearers. Onto another bag I've been patiently waiting to open. Let's dive in and sort out what I have here. In this package I have 15 horses, 5 of each, reddish brown, brick yellow, and white, 20 classic looking Viking helmets, 20 full plate armor pieces which are less expensive than shoulder armor accessories, 18 kettle helms to be used by a regiment of crossbowmen, 6 yellow clubbed shields for some Dungeons & Dragon knights. Nightclubs. Now it's a party. 20 of the dual molded grey and black minifigure legs. These versatile pieces will be used for some skeleton regiments in my Vampire Counts army. 10 gold minifigure legs and torsos, which will replace my existing mounted golden knights. 20 or so heads, as I'm constantly running low on these. 30 gold handles to extend spears into pikes. A couple of gold ingots which will be used for weapons, either hammers, maces, or flails. 5 gold and black minifigure legs from Ninjago for mounted golden knights. A LEGO Dreams helm that was purchased for proof of concept to create a chaos sorcerer. I'm thinking the helm would be the Helm of Many Eyes. We shall see. Red shafts and handles for brick-built lances for Vampire Counts. More armor, 1 in black and 1 in gold, for proof of concepts for some champions and heroes. I have 2 upper torsos with grey hands, and these were purchased solely for the hands, as they will replace the gold hands on the gold torsos. Here are samples of my golden knights. Both the foot soldier and mounted knights have the same torso and legs. The exception being the mounted knight is wearing the golden knight full body armor, which hides the nicely detailed torso. With the figure being mounted, the leg prints are hidden from most angles as well. Assembling the new mounted golden knight body with the new parts and adding the armor piece on top replicates the look and feel of the original. This allows me to now further bolster the ranks of my foot soldiers while cutting down on costs. On that note, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.